First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A run out of the gun, it's Miller. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Once again, it's Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. We'll talk things over before third down. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
1st and 10. In motion is Hill. On 1st and 10, it's Miller. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. It's a give now to Kamara. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Now Shuck. That one taken in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
The kick is good. Makes the score 6-7. Falcons nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Demario Davis there on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Dak's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Guys, 4 down, 4 down. Hey guys, listen. Cut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Alert.
So after 1, the Saints out on top. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Green 80. 36 power. Front left. Good shot.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out wide. He keeps it himself. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill. Slides to avoid the contact and picks up the 1st down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 6-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he will score! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Trey Palmer. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
We'll start the drive with Miller. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. And even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. To the air is shot. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go. And here's Shuck. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
2nd and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Cut. Cut.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. His 4th TD grab of the season.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers because they have guys running that free the rest of this game. They're going to light up the scoreboard.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. He'll air one out for Palmer. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Ready up. 2nd and 10. To throw is Shuck. He'll look underneath, then here's Miller. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Shuck. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now a screen set up for Miller. 1:56 to play in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hey, check that. Three.
On the give, this is Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, go.
Chuck. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no good.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Chuck to throw on second down. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Ellis. Inside the 20.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Palmer now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here is Chuck on 1st and 10. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 41 yards.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Chuck. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a marker down in the backfield, and they're already heading back. Throwing on 2nd down, Chuck. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They get Eric McCoy, the center, on that one. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Good job right there. Good job right there. What? Hey, 280.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. Now Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Hey, alert. Move 15. Good guys, 4 down. Screen,
Now Russ. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't go up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Mario Davis there on the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Hey, look. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Got it. Front left. Screen.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Third down, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got it to London. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Atlanta.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
It's now second and 7-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Green 80. Go 14. Start.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7. From the gun, it's shot. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. Miller gets it out of the pistol. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Something you did not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Falcon first down. They run over center with Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Play action. Now, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time,
and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcon. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead.
Saints 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's a handoff to Miller. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
and as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Once again, it's Miller. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
By Jesse Bates. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On third down, they go with Miller. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Saints first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
On first and 10, it's Miller. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Miller, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Saints will punt this one away. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up
second and a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A good spot here, second and a yard. Now a toss. Running left, it is Algier. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
To the right, that's Pitts. eventually ended, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. He'll run with Algier, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They're able to